I guarantee you, three-quarters of the country doesn't know what the hell the Fed is. So you do not have all eyes on the Fed.
Well,
Go
on
ahead.
that note, Fed Chair Jay Powell has been under extreme pressure to cut interest rates from within and outside the Fed. Senior economics reporter Steve Liesman is here. He takes a look at where it's coming from and where it's going to.
God.
No, just kidding. And possible motives. Welcome, Steve.
Thank you, Becky. The pressure on Powell to cut rates comes from the president, some in Congress, and his potential successors, both inside and outside the Fed, some of who may be playing for that audience of one. Here's Kevin Hassett yesterday on Fox Business News just about labeling Powell political. Quote, he was a person who warned about the inflation of supply side, that is tariffs, but didn't warn about the inflation of runaway spending. And so it looks like he's been a person, I'm not saying that he is, but policy action suggests he's a person who's been basically doing whatever it is that Elizabeth Warren wants him to do. And former Fed Governor Kevin Warsh, who, like Hassett, often named as a potential Powell successor, he often takes to the pages of the Wall Street Journal to criticize the Fed. His op-ed in January was headlined, "The Fed Can't Pin Inflation on Trump." It argued that the Fed had the responsibility to keep potential inflation from spreading. That's an idea, ironically, that Powell has somewhat adopted in arguing to keep rates steady. And there's, of course, been the unusual dissent from within the Fed's own ranks, with Fed governors Waller and Bowman arguing for a July cut. That sets up possible voting dissents at the July meeting, depending upon the data, which are rare under Powell, those kind of dissents. In fact, Powell has the lowest percent of dissents compared to every Fed chair from Greenspan to Volcker. And it's rarer still for the governors to dissent under Powell. While some of the criticism may result from job ambition, there are still compelling arguments inside it. Waller cites a very interesting May 2025 Fed paper that says it's a growing practice for central banks to look through one-time price increases. Quote, I've been arguing, he said on our air last Friday, I've been arguing since a year ago that the central bank should be looking through this. So maybe these are all job applications, guys. He's playing for audience one. But the cover letters for the jobs, they're pretty interesting.